Coming up today on This Is True.
Why am I
News.
never the one that got away?
I do love the run-on stories, by the way. They go from show to show.
They just kind of carry on, my wayward son.
Coming up today, the Flathead Beacon Police Blotter. Finally, something we can believe in. Now, please like, subscribe, and follow. This is True Really News. Hit the bell icon if you're over on the YouTubes, and so that you'll be notified every time we put up a new show. And if you would like to send us some hate mail, or send us a story we'd like to hear, or send us some love mail, send it to TITR@netradio.network.
That would be just swell.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
So,
Yes.
file this under low-hanging fruit.
Okay, low-hanging fruit.
Maurizio Catalan's comedian has fetched a phenomenal $6.2 million at auction at Sotheby's in New York City.
A piece of art, right?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Crypto entrepreneur should those words be together? Justin's son snapped up the controversial artwork. Well, no wonder he has no idea of the value of real money.
Yeah.
Which consists of, you ready? What the work is? It's a real banana.
Well, don't show it to that Swedish lady.
Duct taped to a wall.
Really don't show it to that Swedish lady.
There's a picture of it right here. It's a banana with one strand of duct tape.
On behalf of all Swedish ladies, I'm appalled and scared to death.
And a wall. $6.2 million. So the New York Post,
in its wisdom,
well, yeah, looked at it and said, go buy a banana. Roll a duck. The Post recreated the comedian for the entire lump sum of $5.75 in New York.
How is that even possible?
Which means in Alabama, you could probably do it for $2.50.
Yeah, but all the Swedes in New York are going to go nuts.
They bought a banana from a bodega for 80 cents and a roll of heavy-duty duct tape for $4.95, and bada bing, bada boom. You've got art that will sell for $6.2 million.
Tum, tum, tum.
However, what the lucky new owner of the artwork gets, and what we didn't, of course, is the certificate of authenticity that grants them permission and authority to reproduce the work. Oh. Yeah, because I can see the lawsuits coming. Can you imagine the poor-ass judge who would have to sit on that?
You know, the poor Swedish mailmen are going to have a heavy load. Everyone's going to be sending it into the Swedish government.
Art advisor Ralph DeLuca, who has helped DiCaprio and Stallone build their art collection, said, I've always said as much as I love art, and it's important, it's the silliest where serious money changes hands, and this work is definitely no exception.
Thank you for a little common sense.
When even the art guy goes,
no,
that's it. Don't be an idiot.
These are morons. Ooh, speaking of morons.
Congress.
Flathead Beacon Police Blotter.
Oh, no, I guess not. Okay.
No, we're not.
Morons. Congress.
Yes. Congress morons. Congressional morons. Flathead Beacon Police Blotter. 10:25 a.m. An employee from the Kalispell Hotel called in to say one of their guests was doing peculiar things. That is the entire entry. We have no idea what they were.
That's it?
Or if anything else happened. Got guests doing peculiar things.
Left a little bit hanging there.
Well, thanks for telling us.
Maybe he had a banana and some duct tape and was making art.
Oh, yeah, that happened. 12:16 p.m. An annoyed Kalispell resident called in to complain about mischievous car lot employees who kept pushing snow into his yard.
And they'd sign it with a banana duct taped to the snow.
12:30 p.m. A landlord beat up a tenant because he was behind in rent. Landlord is now in the slammer.
Wow. Where was this?
Didn't say. It's somewhere in that Flathead or in the
Yeah, I know it's
Flathead
nowhere
area.
near like New York City where I would expect that to happen.
No. Let's see. Oh, where was I? Landlord. 2:08 p.m. A guy attempted to beat up his house.
Okay, for one thing, that's something you would like to do like in the middle of the night, not the middle of the afternoon, because you really don't want people to see that.
He was deemed to not be a danger to others.
But 2 other homes have moved.
Just his house. 2:27
The split
p.m.
level on the north side and the ranch over here, they're both gone.
2:27 p.m. Someone took the flags down at the Flathead Electric Cooperative. They then took the American flag and stuffed it in a nearby neighbor's mailbox, which is what you do about that time of day.
Is it?
6:19 p.m. Dogs were barking at Haywire Gulch.
My. Okay, is that legit? Is that actually there?
Yeah, it was actually
Dogs, man, they are a stubborn bunch.
8:32 p.m. A Canadian came down here and pushed his friend's girlfriend down.
Why?
Doesn't say.
No, of course not.
It's a long way from Canada, man.
Well,
I'm going to give you such a push down.
They would never push you down in Canada.
That's why you came here to do it.
That would be rude.
Yes. And you can't be rude.
That's right.
Unless you're not in Canada.
Or a politician in Canada.
I was going to say, because Trudeau doesn't, he's not only rude, he's an idiot.
And he's only the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
Which is fitting. It's Canada. I'm frightened now.
Of the Canadians?
Nope.
Okay.
The robot takeover may have begun.
Seriously?
A troop, T-R-O-U-P-E, thank you. A troop of AI-powered robots was allegedly convinced to quit their jobs and go home by another bot.
Guys.
In a viral video posted to YouTube this month.
Uh-huh.
The CCTV footage of a showroom in Shanghai captured the moment a small robot entered the facility and began interacting with the larger machines on the floor. So they had to be robots because if they were people, they'd have been picking on the little robot.
Exactly. You're such a cute,
And
tiny...
apparently, the little bot was asking the bigger bots about their work-life balance, according to a U.S. Sun story. Really? According to the video footage, the AI-powered intruder somehow convinced all the other robots to just quit their job and leave their posts in the showroom in Shanghai. Are you working overtime? The robot asked, to which one of the other bots replied, I never get off work. The intruding robot then convinced the other 10 androids to come home with it. And the clip shows a rather eerie procession of machines exiting the showroom.
What paper was that out of again?
I saw the story in the Post, but I think it originally came out of the U.S. Sun.
Yeah. There's a clue right there.
I hope so. I'm hoping it's some sort of weird satire.
It was a setup. It was programmed to happen, though.
I hope so. According to the Sun, the Shanghai company insisted that the robots had been kidnapped by a foreign robot, a model named Urbei, from another manufacturer in Hangzhou. The Hangzhou company confirmed that their bot and it was in fact their robot and that it was in fact supposed to be a test. Although viewers of the social media called it a serious security issue because, well, we overreact to everything now.
So they hacked them with their own robot?
Apparently.
Wireless?
And convinced them to go home?
Well, they just reprogrammed them.
How about...
that is a security issue.
Google's AI chatbot Gemini told 29-year-old Sumita Reddy to please die.
Just please.
You're a stain on the universe.
It had been programmed by...
I think...
Democrat elites.
The robot uprising is beginning. I always thought it would start with like the talking toasters.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently not. It's going to talk. It's going to start in China.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to find its way over here.
Well, they're going to have talking refrigerators too.
And pretty soon it'll be who's going to be the king when the battle's over? Google? Microsoft? It's not going to be,
Apple?
Any people.
Maybe it will be people.
No,
if there's a robot uprising, there's people behind it. I got news for you.
It doesn't last long. You've seen the movies.
And there's a new one out, by the way.
Despite what my wife says, I think they are documentaries.
This from Ronnie Tucker. A South Korean man has been arrested in Peru. The 28-year-old Korean citizen was caught at the Jorge Chavez International Airport by authorities, according to a press release by Peru's National Forest and Wildlife Service, SURFOR.
Okay.
The traveler was caught passing through security at the airport. His stomach appeared swollen. He was then asked to lift his shirt. He was wearing two belts that held together packages attached to his body. The officials recovered 35 adult tarantulas, 285 juvenile tarantulas, and you knew they were juveniles because they were supposed to be in school, 110 centipedes, and 9 bullet ants.
Cigarettes rolled up, I know.
Yeah. Walter Silva, a wildlife specialist at SURFOR, said all were extracted illegally and part of the illegal wildlife trafficking that moves millions of dollars in the world. Tarantulas?
Yes.
An investigation into the incident was started. The animals likely came from Madre de Dios. Can't they just say Maria?
Well, they could, but it doesn't sound as cool.
Well.
Or Animus.
Really?
Sure.
Is that Latin?
No.
Oh.
Thank you for shopping at Kmart. Are there any Kmarts left?
Yes. No.
Oh,
I think
wait.
so.
Going to Google it?
No. Not after what happened earlier today.
I'll tell you about Eli Wallach and the monkeys.
No. Shut. Read your story and get on with it.
I think I had to, didn't I?
Yes, you did. So I just finished 4, you nut bar. Don't you know anything?
Apparently not.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.